We're going for a ride on this morning stretch, quite literally this morning. Good morning, everyone. Welcome. I'm Tricia Sloma, along with Matt Engelbrecht.
Hello.
And we got Kyrstyn Glover back. Good to see you all. Hello. You know, we had a fun show this morning, and I really think the stories this morning that we get to stretch about now are actually kind of cool. Good things to talk about. We're going to talk about the really cool amusement parks coming up, but one thing I really want to touch on is the new Harry Potter series on HBO. Wait, HBO Max?
I think it's Max.
Yeah,
currently,
on Max.
And it's going to go back to HBO Max.
Right. What?
And then they'll rebrand it again to make it the Max of the Max for HBO.
And just think, every time they do that, they can like launch a new, promotional kick about all of this.
My guess is it's a way for them to rein in all the people stealing passwords from their family members.
Sure.
And saying, you gotta update your app, and by the way, you need to get that password again.
Yeah. All right, so let's talk about these new actors.
There they are.
These are newcomers to Hollywood. They have never acted in anything before. So Kyrstyn, do you want to take a stab at who's playing Harry, Hermione, and Ron?
Sure. So we got Dominic McLaughlin takes the lead as Harry Potter.
I think that's it.
Arabella Stanton will be Hermione Granger, and then Alistair Stout will be Ron Weasley.
I think they picked good kids for that, especially that redheaded mop.
Yeah, they're
on
cute.
That kid.
Cute.
Yep.
I love this. Supposedly they're going to stick to the book series a little closer. So, do you guys have a moment in the Harry Potter films that you were disappointed about that they didn't follow the book?
I feel like the last couple, I don't think it was dark enough when they first started the movie series, or I should say the movie series.
Yeah.
So the first couple, you got a sense that the book was a lot darker than what they were saying, and then it kind of evolved into, as they got to the later ones, kind of that tone it was supposed to be.
Yeah.
Well, when they first made the movies, they were making them for the kids that were currently reading them.
That's right.
So they couldn't be too dark. And I don't know, I really enjoy the progression of it, because with the Warner Brothers logo, like at the beginning, it's like zooming in. Each one, it gets darker and darker and darker. And I really enjoy that. But I do know in the movies, they didn't really focus on the ghosts at all.
Yeah.
And I know that was a huge thing. Peeves, he was not included. So I think that'd be fun to include
And then
him.
there's this famous line that was delivered by Dobby in the book, I think Goblet of Fire. Your Weasley's at the bottom of the lake. Okay? Now, here's the thing.
Wow.
In the movies, they switched that. Do you know who said it in the movies? Mm-mm. Come on.
No.
I only read the first 3.
Neville.
Oh, Neville Longbottom.
Yes.
What's the line? What's the line?
They gave him that line.
Okay.
That said, your Weasley's at the bottom of the lake.
Your Weasley's at the bottom.
I don't remember that line.
Yeah.
Which one was that in?
Dobby said that because he came up to, I think, Harry and Harry was recovering or something, and he said, and he woke up to that news that, and all he would say is your Weasley. I think that was Dobby's way of saying your Weasley is at the bottom of the lake. And that was it. And everybody that read the book knew that was crucial for Dobby to say. And Dobby really saved the day because.
So Tricia, did you read
Ron's
the books?
Life.
Did you read the books? Some weird, just a random line deep in the series in the book, and here's Tricia saying exactly
like
what
overanalyzing
they did
it
differently.
Wait,
Jesus,
so
the whole ending.
It bothered me so much.
That was Goblet of Fire, like during the trials, like when
the tournament, is that the tournament?
the Triwizard tournament when they were all.
Do you remember when Ron was like dying at the bottom of the lake?
Well, he's under a spell. He was okay. He's fine.
But we didn't know that, did we?
No. Dumbledore's there. When he's there, everything is well.
What happened to him? Is that how'd that
That's
work out for
another
him?
thing that a little bit of a controversy in that movie versus the book. But anyway, I digress. Amusement parks this summer.
So I got a quick story that connects both of these.
What?
One of the craziest things that has ever happened in regards to ruining an ending. Remember, like, hey, no spoilers?
Yeah.
So we're at Cedar Point when it was the third book that Dumbledore dies? Is that the third book? The third or fourth book?
No, I think it's farther. It's like the fifth or sixth.
Fifth or sixth book. Okay, so that book just came out.
Sixth or seventh.
Well, there's only 8 movies.
Well, there's 6 books.
And they split the last book into 2.
Right.
I mean, 8, something like that. Either way, that book just came out, and not a lot of people would have read it. So we were at Cedar Point, and there was a teenager walking around he had a sign, and it said, "Have you read the latest Harry Potter?" And he would watch to see who read his sign. As soon as he saw you read a sign, he'd flip it, and it would say, "Dumbledore dies in the end." And I remember it to this day with the amusement parks and the roller coasters, and I'm thinking, hey, I'm going to read that. Well, no, I'm not going to read it because this kid just ruined the entire book for me. So it just, Dumbledore dies in the end. He got me.
Did you just want to punch that kid? That's awful.
No, he was older than me.
All right, so the National Amusement Park Historical Association released the annual amusement park attraction survey, and Cedar Point did not make it to the top, but I think around here people would vote for Cedar Point. Oh, yeah. We love going there. But number 1, Dollywood, Pigeon Forge, Tennessee, named the favorite theme park for 2024, and runner-up was Disneyland in California.
Expensive. Disneyland, very expensive. I feel like Dollywood just kind of presents itself as affordable for the entire family.
Yeah. But I've never been. I want to go there. I would love to see it.
That looks fun.
It looks a lot like Cedar Point. Cedar Point's got this very country feel to it. Sections of it.
Yep, sections of it.
Wait, have neither of you been to Dollywood?
I've never been.
I've been around it, but there's so much going on in Pigeon Forge that you'd have to devote a whole day. So if you're doing other things, it's hard to get into
to me,
the park.
that looks like Cedar Point. Right there.
That looks like
you see the ice cream
Disney
sign?
Yeah, I think that's what did it.
I've been to Dollywood, and it's been a while. Like, I was like 10 years old. It's not very big. Like, there's not that much to do. And I like the thrills, so maybe this is not the park for me. But
look at that thrilling ride.
That's not
going
that
so fast.
Like,
Looks like hard that
there's
kid's
like
working.
4. There's like 4. You know, I'd much rather go to Cedar Point, but that's just me. I get it. Like, you know, affordable family fun. Fine, I'll give it to him. All
right. Well, I can't let this stretch go without talking about sleep.
Bing, 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 bing.
And the very important role
bing, bing, bing.
of the alarm. And there was a new study says your snooze alarm can actually be causing you to lose sleep. And my question to both of you is, how many snooze alarms do you set? Go.
So,
6.
Let's see.
6? You set 6.
6.
I have 3.
Is it back up to the are your snoozes, or are they back up to the backups?
Back up to the backups.
I have backups and snoozes that I use.
And they're in 15-minute increments.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
And for the snoozing, when you hit snooze, there's 8 minutes. So I have an alarm going off from the first one pretty much every 3 minutes.
And this guy, listen to what he does.
So I got none. As soon as I set my alarm as late as possible, so as soon as it goes off, if I snooze, I'm late. Like that. So it's just boom.
And get this, experts say that's exactly what you need to do.
Yeah.
You need to get up on the alarm, set it as late as possible, get up on that alarm, and make your day go. And speaking of that, we got to go.
We got to go.
That's it for the morning stretch. Have a great day, everyone.
Beep, 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 beep.